The 36th NATO summit was organized by the Turkish President Erdogan. It happened in the city of Ankara in Turkey. The summit was for 2 days. It started on July 7th and ended on July 8th. That is last Tuesday and Wednesday. Major updates from the summit are: the first update is that there is a massive funding for Ukraine. That is 70 billion euros is approved for Ukraine. Then second update is that $50 billion is allotted for the new procurements. And third is that 27 billion euros is allotted for NATO for fuel pipelining and for the distribution network. And President Trump, he came in Qatari gifted aircraft. He came to this summit and he made certain statements. The first statement was that the ceasefire with Iran is over. So it happened, this is what he said, that 3 commercial ships were attacked, and in retaliation, US attacked Iran. So after this, the statement came from President Trump, who was attending the summit in Turkey, that the ceasefire is over and there's no point in talking to them any further. And second statement from President Trump, Trump discussed with Zelensky regarding their war and their progress, everything. And he said, US will grant the right to Ukraine to produce their own Patriot missile systems. Then there is another thing that US President said: the European nations are reluctant to spend for NATO. So he said they should be willing to spend more for NATO. And there is only 5 countries who are spending 3.5% of their GDP. So now President Trump said it should be 5% of their GDP by 2035. And there is another statement was regarding Greenland. President Donald Trump, he already said that the US needs Greenland. He again said in the summit that US needs to control Greenland. And there is another statement that is regarding Spain. President Donald Trump said that the US will not have any trade with Spain, and he wants Spain to come back to US and discuss if they want to do any sort of trade with US. Another statement is that Turkey was imposed with a sanction in 2020. There is a sanction. The sanction's name is Countering America's Adversaries Through Sanctions Act, that it was implemented in 2017. And Turkey got this sanction in the year 2020. Why Turkey got this sanction? The reason is that Turkey got what the sanction highlights that the sanction is for those countries who engage in intelligence and defense deal with countries such as Russia, Iran, and North Korea. So Turkey, they bought the air defense system S-400 Triumph missile defense system from Russia in the year 2020. After this deal, US imposed this particular sanction on them, and US restricted Turkey not to buy their F-35 fighter jets. Now the President Trump, he is reviewing this decision. He said he will completely revoke this sanction, and he's asking the team to review the what a sale regarding this F-35 fighter jets. So these are the things happened in your what in the NATO summit. And US President Donald Trump returned in his old aircraft, that is Air Force One. So people asked why President Trump returned in another aircraft, why not in Qatari gifted aircraft? And for that, President Trump said here that in some of the base in Europe, they wanted the service members, they wanted to see this Qatari gifted aircraft, and he was happy to show them this aircraft, and for that purpose he sent his Qatari gifted aircraft to this particular European base, and then he returned in his old Air Force One. But the US media, what they are reporting is that the Qatari aircraft lacked certain security measures compared to his old aircraft, and that's the reason he returned in another aircraft. And one of the reporter, he asked Donald Trump whether he came in another aircraft just because he was scared of Iran, or then what he said is because of he said in Iran's list, he is the number one to be targeted. That is, there is a chance that he said, this is what he said, I may be gone. This is what he said. That is, there is a chance that Trump can get killed by Iran, and that's. But he didn't say that is the reason he traveled by the Air Force One aircraft. But he said it indirectly. So that's all about the NATO summit in Ankara.